still time to turn this season around. What's up? Welcome into Red Sox Now. If Julian Edelman wore a baseball cap and swung a bat, he'd remind us all, you gotta believe right about now. I know it's a real rough start, but the Sox have won 5 of their last 7 games, and I know, less impressively, 12 of their last 21. But compare that to the fact that they started the season 2-8, and there's a definite improvement. The Red Sox completed the series sweep over the A's with their resounding 7-3 win on Wednesday afternoon, marking their second sweep of the season. The first came on the road against the Rays from April 19th to the 21st. This one in front of the Fenway faithful. The series started with a 9-4 victory. The Sox fell behind 4 runs to none in the second inning, but mounted a comeback that had nothing flashy, no moonshots over the monster or anything like that, just a whole bunch of singles, 1 double, and a sacrifice fly. Game 2 had much more of a punch, Mookie Betts starting the scoring quickly, going yard in the first inning. Mitch Moreland added another homer in the 4th, and the Sox took a 5-1 win. The final game of the series featured More Moreland. He added another jack and ended the day with 2 RBI. Noticing a trend, runs equal wins. And I don't mean that in the very obvious sense. I mean the Sox bats better be going because their defense and pitching isn't getting them anywhere this year. They're now 10-2 with 8 wins in a row in games when they score 6 or more runs. And their last 5 wins have come with 4 or more runs. There's a whole lot of pressure on the offense because the Sox have allowed 33 runs in their last 9 games, 45 in their last 12, which means the Sox have to score at least 4 runs per game to win. That's actually an improvement, though, considering they've allowed the 5th most runs in the majors with 164 through 31 games this season. Their run differential, 4th worst in MLB at -23. So basically, they're gonna need everyone hitting like Mitch Moreland has been. Or should I say Mitchie Fourbags. Moreland's been on fire. His solo homer in Wednesday's win was his 9th home run of the season, the most on the team, and his 2nd jack in as many games. It was also his 4th go-ahead homer of the season, 3 of which have been game winners. He also leads the team with 19 RBI, including 2 in each of his last 2 games.
I mean, you got to take care of him and Piercy when, physically. He's honest. That's a cool thing. That's a good thing about it. We have good communication and we stay in touch, and you can see it. I was thinking actually giving the day off against Zimmerman, Detroit, but he fought for that one. Of course, he had good numbers against him, so you respect that. But then we found another day, and it was good for him. We'll see how it works out in Chicago. I think we're facing one lefty, so we'll take advantage of that one, and we might find another one. And then obviously we got May 9th. It's an off day too. So.
Remember when you were a kid, if you did well on a test or a report card, you probably got a little extra screen time playing Game Boy or video games or whatever floated your boat at the time. But fail a quiz and mom and dad would swipe those gadgets so fast. Well, it sounds like that's kind of what's going on in the Red Sox clubhouse. Underperforming requires some reevaluating. And according to Rob Bradford, there's been some changes in the Sox permitted pregame activities. Nathan Eovaldi told him, quote, "You can't be losing and playing Fortnite in the clubhouse." I think everybody in general understands that rule. When I came over here last year, I was surprised because when I was with the Rays, you didn't do that. When I came over here, we're in first place, everybody's having a good time and getting the job done. Now, we have other things to focus on and tend to. Priorities, people. The goal is another ring, not skins and flossing or whatever happens in the Fortnite world. Let's look ahead at what's next on the Red Sox journey. Road trip. The guys have their game faces on as they head to Chicago. They're in the Windy City for a 4-game set against the White Sox. David Price kicks things off on the mound tonight. Then Chris Sale will get the start on Friday against his former team. Maybe seeing a familiar foe will give Sale the jump he needs as he's still looking for his first win of the season. When that series wraps, they'll head to Baltimore for 3 against the Orioles. Then it's back to Fenway for an 8-game homestand as they welcome the Mariners, Rockies, and Astros to town. That's it for this episode of Red Sox Now. Make sure to keep it on NESN.com for all your Red Sox news.